Hey you, welcome to today's video. Today we're gonna answer a question, not ask a question. Somebody asked a question the other day on a video about partnerships, and since she asked, I'm gonna answer. So let's go. The question is from I'm Worth It Inc. Number one, go follow her. She was vulnerable enough to ask a question in the comments, and she has more followers than me, or subscribers, so shout out to you. And then her question is, do you have an episode on how to write or how to find the right partnerships, and one about how to email and contact them and pitch them? So this was a loaded question. I dropped the answer below in that video, and that was the scale without selling, the partnership shortcuts, okay? But then I was like, man, that's a great question. So I'm gonna answer that today, and it's a really simple answer, right? Because it's a partnership, not a codependent relationship. And that is like, hopefully that's not a trigger warning, but it's like a lot of people look at partnerships, and this is the problem. First, we'll flush this out. It's like a lot of people look at partnerships as like, save me, or somebody's reaching out to you to help you save them. And the first thing you need to do with partnerships is, number one, identify if there's enough overlap. And the way to do this is like, and I put that in the message, is like draw a Venn diagram, put two circles together that overlap. And if you were to stand alone, that's in your bubble. If somebody else were to stand alone, that's their bubble. And then how you guys overlap in the center, right? Like one of the most basic things, but a big key is getting it out of your mind and onto paper. Because number one, you can send an email from this and be like, hey, I was reaching out to join or create a partnership, or at least introduce the idea of one. Here's what I do, very clearly stated. Here's what I think you do, and here's what we can do overlapping. And with partnerships, this is so key. This has been a core lesson in my life, is the partnership isn't like, hey, let me show up and shoot videos for you and do the editing, and you keep doing your thing, right? Like, there's no value in that. And then it turns into gaslighting and equal give and take, or unequal giving and taking. And it creates a nightmare, and it'll create anger, resentment, bitterness, and all these emotions outside of something that was meant to help you, right? Because you got to have that balance. And it's like, if you can't independently stand alone without this partnership, and same with them, if they can't independently stand alone without you, then it's not a good partnership, right? Like, you both have to be two entities that are self-sufficient and sustainable, going at parallels, and then look at each other and be like, man, we should work together, and then go up together, right? And you'll go up faster if it's a good partnership. And that's the simplest way. Is number one is like, just break it down very simply. Pen and paper, two circles, a little bit of overlap, boom. If it doesn't look equal there, it won't be equal in reality, right? The second way, and this I think I put in there too, is this way is really simple, is like, I'm a mental projector in human design, which means I don't initiate. So it's a game of attraction. And I always say, like, don't chase a partnership, attract them. That's how you know they're really meant for you. And some of us do have the authority in human design to initiate. That'd be a manifester or a manifesting generator. But outside of that, it's like the environment will tell you to reach out to somebody, which is a whole nother video, right? Those are more on the energetics of it. But say I was, and we'll go to, next, of like working with a giant brand. Like I've done work with Dehancer. There's somebody I've done two projects with, one a video editing software and one a photo editing software. Both times Dehancer reached out to me, okay? I never reached out, and I'm staging an email to send them because, third time's the charm. I got a pretty good idea, and they like to work with me, and I love to work with them. So this is a good partnership. But if I'm reaching out to them, and we'll use them as a good case study here. If I'm reaching out to them, it's like, hey guys, love your partnerships. Thanks for the free products. Hope you like the reviews. Would you guys be willing to sponsor a YouTube video? They will say, absolutely not, no thank you, but I've got a history with them, and they might take it to the next level and be like, here's what we need you to do, right? But it's like, why would I send that email if I know that's what they're gonna say? So what you can actually do is create a spec piece of work for them. And this doesn't have to be anything that you wouldn't create for yourself, which makes it easy, right? For instance, I'm creating a vlog that we shot this weekend here in Austin, in the green belt, like swimming in some water holes that were finally filled up, and going to Barton Springs and watching a concert in a, inflatable boat. You get the gist, right? Like it's very Austin-esque. And then I use the Dehancer product to make it look like a Super 8, okay? So I'm gonna finish this video, and then I'm gonna package it up, and I'm gonna send them a link with an email and say, hey guys, I absolutely love your products. Thank you again for allowing me to test out your photo editor. Much like the video plugin, I absolutely love it. Here's a video I created for something that I'm just putting out on YouTube. would you guys be would you guys be interested in sponsoring it? I use the Dehancer plugin. We've done stuff in the past. For me, this is a great marketing opportunity for both of us. Would you be interested? Boom. And that's like on the fly, exactly pretty close to what I'd sent. I might watch this video to just like, redo it, but it's like, I'm already going to post it. I'm already like working on it. When it's done, I'll send them the email with the finalized product. If I don't hear back from them in a week or a couple of days and it delays me posting it, I'll post it anyways. And then they can see it for the next job, right? And it's like, that's the perfect model of how to create a partnership. Is like, I'm going to do this anyways. It's already done. I used your products. Would you be interested in sponsoring it or partnering with me on this? Done, right? Like, it's super easy. It's straight to the point. You're not pulling from something that you don't have. You're putting something out with a product that you used on it that you love, and you love working with that brand. So chances are, yes, they're going to have money in their marketing budget to help you out, or they're going to send you, a secondary presentation where they're like, actually, we can't do that, but here's what we do for our partners, and it gets you in their partnership program. And then it's a slow progression as you continue to build with it, if it's worth it for both of you, right? And if it's not, it's like a relationship. Like, if you're the one giving to an intimate partner and they're just receiving and not reciprocating it, like, you're going to burn out, you're going to get angry, you're going to get resentful, you're going to get bitter, and you're going to be like, actually, and they're going to be like, wait, I like when you give to me. And you're going to get it's like, and that's codependency, right? That's what a lot of partnerships are in this world, is they're codependent as could be, because a lot of people are taught like happy wife, happy life, whatever all the other sayings are, right? Like, I just laugh at those when I hear them, because I'm like, that's codependent as, but anyways, not my thing. But you guys get the gist there. And I'm trying to think of another one would be how to reach out in email. And I think that's like the email method right there too, just so I can fully answer this question. Is like that is how I would stage it. The other option is like, say you don't even reach out to anybody, say you're like me and you're a projector, you're meant to attract. And it's like, the whole model of how I got Dehancer in my inbox anyways was really simple. I just created what felt good to me. I put it on YouTube. I consistently uploaded it. There wasn't this need of like, I need partnerships, I need this. It was just like creating from a spot of inspiration that is very on key for my brand. So my branding is nomadic. It's montage edits. It's a bunch of shots of me just walking around traveling or working and hanging out with friends, to a really dope song that is kind of like an earworm. And then I post it. And it's like, I can't even tell you how I edit the videos. It's so non-linear, and it's very much my process, right? It's like, I didn't plan on going out this weekend. We did. He had a guitar. He wanted to film some stuff. We went to a cool spot. We got all that done. And then I was like, man, this footage is fire. I can't wait to edit this to a Fred Again song that's in my head, and Lights Burn Dimmer. And I'm like, cool. And then yesterday, I edited half a video and was like, this thing's pretty dope. And it's like, that stuff naturally comes together. And it's like, nothing's going to keep me from posting that, right? So I'm going to post it. But in this scenario, I could use it as leverage to try to get sponsorship money, or partner with Dehancer at a little bit higher of a level than I've done, to create a similar product for them, right? And it's like, even if I don't reach out with that video, it's still circulating on the World Wide Web. I'm going to post it to LinkedIn. I'm going to post it to Instagram. I'm going to post it to YouTube. I'm going to let it run and do its job. And then those jobs tend to bring people to me. And even in saying that, I had a job, I had a video a couple of years ago. You guys can watch it. I can try to link it up here. It's called the 2024 My Year video, where I take all my footage from the year and I find a song or songs and I tell the story, and I use all that footage to tell the story. So I post that to LinkedIn one day, and this company called MetaQuant reached out, and they're like, hey, we love that video. And I'm like, cool. And then they're like, what did they say? They're like, yeah, we want to do a project with you. And I'm like, cool. And this is somebody that I partnered with a couple of years ago. Hop on the phone, talk to their VP of marketing communications. She's like, yeah, we have a really boring testimonial video. And pause real quick. The video that that they were reaching out about had no audio on it. She's like, we really love your style. We really love what you're doing, and our videos are really boring, and we want you to spice them up a little bit. Can you do that? I'm like, oh yeah, I can do that. And I'm like, let me go ahead and send you some of my testimonials, or stuff with audio, so we can make sure we're on the same page there. And I did. And then that client, what did I make? Like 8 or 12K the first year with them. And I'd say something like that on the second year. And it's like, that's an easy partnership that I attracted from simply doing something that was solely authentic to me. and I had no idea that it would land me a job where I'm using audio and mics and stuff. But you guys get the gist. By creating something so simple that is so authentic to you, people are going to sense it. Like, authenticity is like more viral than COVID-19 or anything else. Hopefully that doesn't knock this video out of algorithm, but it's like being authentic and sharing what you want to express creatively and through the soul's deepest spot of your heart is the most attractive thing you can do. And you'll endlessly attract partners unless you're the one meant to initiate. But at the end of the day, you get to choose or you get to allow or choose simply. It's like, no matter what, life's going to have you at this point over here. This is point A. And if you don't initiate it, somebody's going to come in and initiate it. And then you have the choice, right? But at the beginning, you have the choice to initiate it or to put it out there and see what comes in, which I'd highly say attract, don't chase. It is so much easier. It's way easier on like your emotions, your spirit, your entire system, right? But it's like, create something so authentic, put it out, and then see what it attracts. If it doesn't attract anything, sharpen it up, spend a little bit more time on it, go a little bit deeper, you know? And if that's burning you out, detach from that. Don't do that anymore. Do something new, create a new wave. And it's like, by endlessly creating and being authentic and expressing yourself at a soul level that comes from the heart, not from the head, get out of this thing, get into this thing. This thing will endlessly attract the best partnerships for you. And remember too, moths come before butterflies. When you turn on the lights, all the bugs come in first. Once they see there's nothing there for them, they clear out. So always be discerning with what comes in, and don't take the first thing that, shows up. Like, lean into it. See if it's something for you. If it's not, don't settle for something less unless it's going to get you to the next level. But allow yourself to consider, is this something that's going to take my time and drain me, or is this something that's going to help me and amplify me to the next level as I do what's easy for me for somebody else, right? Like, that's what it is at the end of the day. And for every one thing you do, they need to do one thing. And if it's not, if it's like, let me help you do this, they need to help you do that. And it's a 1-for-1 all the way up. But if you do 3 things and try to impress them, that's called people pleasing. They're going to be like, oh, we're impressed. They'll do a lot for us and have nothing to ask in return. And then you'll keep going up and they'll stay down here. And then it's like, and then that causes you to crash. That won't be a good partnership. You'll hate it. You'll burn out. It'll probably have a bad disconnect and closing, and then you'll be like, no more partnerships, right? So allow yourself to go slow in the process. Allow yourself to understand what you're actually after. See if the benefit's there. And if you're going to reach out for a partnership, make sure you're bringing value to the table that they can match, right? Like, that is the most important part. And when you do that, just allow yourself to see what comes in, right? Like, we're endlessly attracting. Just because you attract it doesn't mean it's for you. That comes down to discernment of like, is this going to help me, and can I help them, and can we keep it level? Ding, ding, ding. Good. Or am I going to have to do a lot just to show them that I'm worthy, and then that's going to be the pattern? No, 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 don't do that. That's codependent, okay? So hopefully this video was helpful for y'all. And then, like I said, I'm going to give I'm Worth It Inc. a shout out. Like, you're going to get a ping in this video for asking that question. Like I said, I greatly appreciate people asking questions. That's why I create this content, is to create engagement. And as I help clear my mind and get clarity on my path, I'm sharing it with you all. And I know I'm not the only one solving this problem. So if you got a question, especially in this video, drop it in the comments below. Give this video a like if I created a shift in you in any way. And then also read the description. There's so many free handouts in there for y'all, because I've lived a lot of life's experiences, and holding it in and charging people ridiculous rates doesn't make sense to me. I am altruistic, I guess you call it, or philanthropic. And I don't want anybody to experience the hardships, the pains, the emotional struggles, and everything else I did on this journey to acquire all this knowledge and information. And honestly, I love sharing it here with you. I love talking to the camera, and I love being in front of that camera. So thank you to everybody who's been here. Check the description box. I swear there's some cool stuff in there. There's going to be some really cool stuff there in a couple days. So if you're not subscribed to the channel, be sure to subscribe. And until the next video, peace out. Have a good day. And go make some money. Go get some partnerships. Go make this world a little bit more joyful and happy, and give to somebody, but not too much. You don't want to be codependent. All right, y'all? Peace out. Have a good day.